Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today let's talk about leadership, but from a slightly different angle. I want to share with you how one of the worst leaders I ever worked under actually ended up being one of my greatest teachers. Not because they inspired me, but because they showed me exactly what not to do. Today's discussion is about how a bad leader taught me how to become a good one. And whether you're leading a team now or hope to in the future, this insight could save you and your people a lot of stress. Let me start by giving you a bit of context. I worked under someone who had the title of leader, but none of the qualities to match. They led with fear instead of trust. Communication was reactive, not proactive. Mistakes were punished publicly, and credit was taken privately. Morale was constantly low, staff turnover was high, and creativity was practically non-existent. We were micromanaged to the point of paralysis, and feedback was seen as a threat rather than a tool for improvement. And yet, at the time, I stayed because I didn't yet understand what real leadership should feel like. Working under poor leadership takes a toll. It chips away at your confidence, your motivation, and your willingness to go the extra mile. I remember one moment in particular. A colleague raised a concern during a meeting, respectfully, and was belittled in front of everyone. That moment hit me hard. I thought to myself, if I ever get the chance to lead people, I will never make them feel the way we feel right now. And that was my turning point. I started taking notes, quietly. Not just about what they were doing wrong, but about what I would do differently, given the chance. Eventually, I did get that chance. I moved into a leadership role, and here's what that bad leader taught me about being a good one. 1. Lead with empathy. People aren't robots. They're human beings. I make a conscious effort to understand what drives my team, what worries them, and how they work best. 2. Be transparent and fair. I communicate openly, especially when times are tough. People don't need spin. They need clarity and consistency. 3. Create psychological safety. In my team, ideas are welcomed, mistakes are viewed as learning opportunities, and feedback flows both ways. 4. Don't manage from ego, lead from purpose. I don't need to have all the answers. I empower my team to step up, because leadership isn't about being the smartest in the room. It's about creating space for others to thrive. 5. Own your impact. A leader's mood, attitude, and behavior set the tone. I'm constantly aware that how I show up affects how others perform. Looking back, I'm oddly grateful for that difficult experience, because without it, I might have repeated the same patterns without realizing the damage they cause. Today, my team functions on mutual respect, trust, and shared goals. We don't always agree, but we do always listen. And that, to me, is what leadership is really about. Not control, but connection. So, here's my message to you. You don't need perfect role models to become a great leader. Sometimes, the worst examples can point you to the best version of yourself, if you're willing to learn from them. Share your own experience in the comments. Have you ever worked under poor leadership? What did it teach you about the kind of leader you want to be? Let's continue the discussion in the comments section. And if this video gave you something to think about, give it a thumbs up so YouTube can recommend it to other viewers. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. This channel is all about real conversations, practical growth, and leadership with heart. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.